Hello and welcome to your third martial arts orientation video, and congratulations on being halfway through your first month of martial arts training. By now you know exactly what to expect from each martial arts class. You know exactly how you should reinforce what your child is learning, and you should be well on your way to becoming an expert at the benefits of martial arts training. Hopefully you've shared the good news of our martial arts program with your family and friends. I mean, we wouldn't want your family to be the only ones who reap all the benefits of our program, right? I mean, have you ever thought of a friend or family member or even a coworker that you know that would greatly benefit from having their child in our martial arts program too? Who comes to mind? In just a little bit, I will show you how you can help them discover all the great benefits of our martial arts program as well. So, keep that person in the back of your mind, okay? Until then, let's go over a couple of messages that I have for you. First, because martial arts encompasses a world of learning, both physically and mentally, and because it's so different from conventional sports, if for some reason you ever have any questions about your child's training, let us know right away. We do spend a lot of our time teaching, and because of that, we are not always available to answer questions immediately. So please don't hesitate to call us and leave a message. We will always return your call within 24 hours, if not the same day. Also, please make sure to check the monthly calendar. You see, we always have events happening in our school all year round, and we don't want you to miss any of them. Plus, make sure to listen to your child's instructor in class, as sometimes they too will be talking about important upcoming events. Oh, and one more thing. Please make sure to check your email often, because we will be sending you practical information that will help you build a safer, smarter, and more confident kid. These life skill messages are probably the most important messages you could ever read. Next, I will reveal to you 2 important secrets about your child's martial arts training. By now, your child's discipline is already improving. And you might be asking yourself, how do I know that? Well, because you are supporting your child in coming to class. You see, consistency is the first step, or should I say the first secret, to developing discipline. And in any activity such as school, sports and such, discipline is only developed by being consistent. But being consistent is not easy. I mean, if it were, everyone would be doing it, right? Let's look at the old New Year's resolution to start a workout program. The average time a person trains is only 4 to 5 weeks. Now, that's not very consistent, is it? Now, there are definitely a lot more examples that I could use here, but for sake of time, I won't. But here are the real questions. Why do we have such a hard time sticking with things? And how can we make sure that we will stick to things? Listen, the real secret here is that discipline is directly related to goals. The real reason people only train for a few weeks and stop is because it didn't matter to them if they did. What do I mean? You see, they have no reason to keep working through when things get tough. We have to have goals to help us get through when things get tough. It's imperative. You and I both know it's inevitable that things will get harder as your child progresses through their martial arts training. In fact, there will be times that missing class will be easier than coming, unless it is in direct conflict with something more important. And if we don't come up with that quote-unquote more important thing, your child will not succeed. So, what is that quote-unquote more important thing? Well, all the reasons you started your child in martial arts in the first place. Remember what they were? And more than likely, you have found a few more additional benefits that you probably never thought that you could get through martial arts. So, the first step to discipline is being consistent, and the best way to be consistent is to have everything fit within your goals. And that's actually the second secret to your child's training, goals, and how to set them. First, we must think about your goals with a long-term point of view. Next, they need to be broken down into small-term goals. For example, if you want to lose 26 pounds in the next year, you'll want to break that larger goal down into smaller ones, like a half a pound a week. Make sure to spend a little time setting those big goals first before breaking them down into smaller ones. It is usually helpful to write each major goal down on one sheet of paper and then break them down into smaller goals. The next secret to discipline is to make sure your goals, or should I say those quote-unquote more important things, are well designed. There is no better way to become discouraged than to start working towards a goal without first going through the simple checklist that we will discuss in our next video. Oh, and by the way, parents, you have the responsibility to your child to set goals for them. That's right, you set their goals, and they do not. I mean, they are too young to understand long-term goals and what they really mean. For them to learn to accomplish anything, they will require your support on the days that they don't want to follow through. So spend a few minutes thinking about what goals would be good for them. How about being mentally and physically healthy? Or being successful in school? Developing a good work ethic so that they are successful at work someday? How about developing character so that they become well-liked and respected grown-ups? I mean, whatever's important to you. I know that you want to be someone who takes charge of these things, unlike most parents in this country who just want to hope for it to happen. Now, about that person that you had in mind at the beginning of this video, remember the one that you wanted to share the benefits of our martial arts program with? Well, just click on the link at the bottom of this page, and you will instantly be able to send them a free martial arts consultation certificate. And by the way, thank you in advance for recommending our martial arts program to your friends, family members, and coworkers. In next week's video, we're going to talk about how to carefully look at those goals that we just talked about today. So, until next week, enjoy your martial arts classes.